I had never seen a healthy marriage until I was like 15 years old in person. I mean, if you're like me, you've probably seen Claire and Cliff Huxtable from The Cosby Show, but other than that, never seen it. That's the motivator behind the series on trauma bonds, not love, as well as why my work starts to specialize in trauma care. At 15, I saw my friends, her parents. First of all, she had a 2-parent household. My entire family that I lived with, only one of my mom's 15 siblings were married. So I saw her family, her mother and dad, they had a 2-family household, and they were nice to each other, and they kissed and they smiled, and they weren't cussing each other out, hitting each other, and I mean, just talking bad to each other and slamming doors, which that's what I was used to. That's what I was used to my entire life. And when I saw her family, I knew I wanted different. I was like, I want that. But unbeknownst to me, it was so much more to that, because all I knew was chaos and traumatic relationships and hurting each other and cussing each other and talking loud and crazy to each other. So even as I matured and I started getting into my relationships, I saw different and I wanted different, but I did not know how to get there. And I brought that into every relationship that I had. And one of the things they tell you about, if those patterns keep coming up and up in a relationship, and you're the only thing that's the same, you're the variable that's the same, it's you. And it could be them too, but it's you, because there's something that you like and that you know, and maybe you're in your comfort zone. And that's what, I'm not going to say that's what you're attracting. No, that's what you know. Because sometimes we'll get in a relationship, we'll get into things and people say, oh, well, why do I keep attracting people that are harming me? Why do I keep attracting people that's going to cheat on me? Why do I keep attracting people that are married and all that? It's not that you're attracting them. It's that that's what you know, and so that's what you're gravitating to. And it's okay to own it and want to heal it. But I can promise you this, if I don't tell you nothing else, you will not get there by yourself. A lot of self-help and personal development stuff, you can read a book and get there by yourself, and you can. But when do you know that you have blind spots? You don't even know what you don't know. So I'm not a licensed marriage counseling, a family counselor, but I suggest you find one or find someone who specializes in trauma and things of that nature, because honey, I was in a relationship for 20 some years, not my current marriage, but I'm saying I have been in several different relationships for over 20 years. In my 20s, okay, so maybe not 20 years, maybe it was 10 years, you know, when you first start, even your girlfriend, boyfriend, but you know, you hit somebody because you like them. But just looking back on the relationships, I realized that a lot of the way in which the household, and it's called my family of origin, how we grew up and talked to each other, that's what I was showing up in my relationships. That was the stuff that I was accepting in my relationships, because that's all I knew. And they always say, well, you know better, you do better. No, because I saw what I wanted, but I didn't know how to get there. And so I needed help, whether it's in a couple with healthy relationships. And it's not, most times, like, man, that's bunk, that's punk. They don't know what they're doing. They like, no, it's not what you're used to, but that's what healthy looks like. And we will be tempted to reject it. So that's what got me started in this series on trauma bonds, and relationships, because I grew up in it. And it took me some years in therapy. Hopefully it don't take you as long as it took me, because I was in denial, in order to find out and really embrace, what does a healthy relationship look like for me? Not anybody else, but for me. What do I want? What do I desire? And then to heal that in me so that I can gravitate, know, look for, see what I'm looking for in other people, and then commit to that relationship. And baby, if that stuff was not in it, do not accept it. And I'll give you a little bit of information, because those who know my stuff know my stuff. I remember being in my 20s and committing to myself and to God that I would never be the other woman in a relationship ever again. Listen to that. I knowingly was in relationship with someone who was in a relationship with somebody else. If that's not the cornerstone of unhealthy, I don't know what is. So I hope this series benefits you. I hope me telling you my story gives you a little bit of insight to let you know that nobody has it perfect. We all are in this together. We are all learning and growing together. No shame, no judgment. Just get healed. Wouldn't that be lovely?